这个故事如果你听起来不累，那么你的听力水平在生活中是完全够用的。要持续提升英文，记得点击订阅按钮。我们开始吧。
People tried for years, and every single one of them failed, not because the knot was magic, but because they were afraid to think differently. The land was called Phrygia, a hard place where dry wind cut across empty fields, and life never felt easy. The town was small, built from stone and dust, and the people lived with a quiet fear that never left them. They had no king, no strong hand to guide them, and no clear future to hold on to. At night, they locked their doors early. In the morning, they watched the road, hoping for something to change. They asked the gods for help, not with songs or big fires, but with tired voices and tired hearts. The answer came as a sign, simple and strange. The next man who enters the city riding a cart will be king. Days passed, and nothing happened. Then one morning, an old ox cart rolled through the gate, slow and loud on the stones. The man driving it was a farmer named Gordius. He did not know the sign. He did not seek power. He came to sell his goods and leave before dark. His clothes were rough from work. His hands were thick and cracked. His face showed more sun than sleep. The people froze. Then they remembered the sign, and fear pushed them forward faster than reason. They stopped him, spoke among themselves, and before he could understand what was happening, they named him king. Gordius ruled with care, because he never forgot the field or the cart or the long road that brought him there. When his time ended, he gave thanks to the gods by tying his cart inside the temple. The knot he made was strong, tight, and careless in shape, rope crossing rope until no clear path could be seen. There was no end to pull, and no start to follow. Years later, a new story spread, slow but powerful. The man who can untie this knot will rule all of Asia. Men came from far places, drawn by hope and hunger. Some were rich and calm. Some were proud and loud. Some believed they were smarter than the rope. They touched it. They pulled it. They studied it from every side. Nothing worked. The knot stayed silent and unmoved, and slowly it became more than a challenge. It became an excuse. People said it was holy. People said it was not meant to be solved. People said some problems should be left alone. Deep inside, they were afraid to fail where so many others had failed. Then Alexander arrived. He was young, but the road had already shaped him. Dust covered his boots, and his eyes showed a man who knew what delay could cost. He had taken cities by acting when others waited. The crowd gathered, ready to see another man struggle. Alexander did not kneel. He did not ask for time. He did not pretend the knot was special. He walked around it once, slow enough to feel its weight, then he stepped back. The pause made people uneasy, because they sensed something different was coming. He drew his sword, not in anger, but with calm control, and in one clear move, he cut the knot apart. The rope fell to the ground, and the cart stood free. No rule had been broken. Only an old habit had been destroyed. From that moment, people remembered the act, not the rope. To cut the Gordian knot became a way to speak about bold truth, about action without fear, about knowing when waiting only makes things worse. Alexander moved on, and history followed him, because the world often opens to those who act when others hesitate. Today, the knot is gone, but its meaning lives on. It lives in your life, quiet and heavy. It hides in the job you stay in because leaving feels risky. It waits in the talk you delay because silence feels safer. It grows in the choice you keep turning over in your mind. You pull at it every day, hoping time will loosen it. Sometimes, the knot is not meant to be untied. Sometimes, it is waiting for courage.
能以非母语者的身份专注学习到现在，这本身就是很棒的进步。真诚感谢你的观看。如果你觉得本期内容实用，点赞或留言让我知道你的想法，这对我持续创作非常重要。我们下期见。